Welcome back to Desire to Inspire. It's your mama's favorite podcast. I always want to be like, we back, but we never left. Like, it
No,
feels like we haven't recorded in a while with the holidays and stuff, but we haven't missed a week, so we're in
never
good
missed a
shape.
week, baby.
But it feels good to be back.
It does.
You know what I really want to do? This is our first podcast of 2023, by the way.
Let's hear
But
it.
I want to like get a permanent setup for this podcast because I am sick of dragging this thing around here, man. But I don't
Yeah.
know how I would potentially even do it. Like, I don't know what I would do.
I don't know either. I mean, you could just pick a corner of that room and like
I
move it
like the
up the way you
background
want
though.
to.
And I like to
Yeah.
be on this couch. It's a lot more comfortable than pulling up in that chair. The worst, honestly, here's the only part that really sucks. This little table has to be like my legs are spread every single time we're on it because like they're around this little coffee table or end table, whatever you want to call it. Because I need the camera to be above my computer, and it's
Yeah,
not fun.
I got one that's like the table comes up like this. So there's no legs in the middle, so I can like kick mine out underneath it. But then I have three books, and then I have this big box like this thick to pull my computer
I have
up.
7 books.
Oh Jesus.
I could definitely put my legs under, but then like I'm stuck. I can't move around.
Yeah.
I like to be free.
Hey, this is a year of Elevate, baby. Maybe the sponsor will get us, a more permanent desk stand. Although I did see something, and I'll send it to you. But we'll run it by the sponsor to see if they'll buy them. It seems like it could be a dope setup for how we configure things right now. That's
Me and
not
Dom are
expensive.
in talks of potentially switching out the couches, moving this one to the living room and the other one in here.
Okay.
That's actually the way that it was intended to be. But
Mhm.
this one was on back order when we first got it. And so the other one's in the living room and we just never moved it. And so we just left it. Because that one's like very separate, 2 chairs. Like there wouldn't be as much space when we do our podcast.
Yep.
So it would actually make more sense.
Yeah.
We're just too lazy to actually make the move of this couch out there because it's going to be a pain in the ass to get it through that door.
It will be, but it'll take you, well, maybe a half hour.
And
As
it'd
long
probably
as
take
you
like,
and Dami can communicate.
yeah, I don't think that would be an issue. It'd probably take like 15, 20 minutes. It's just about actually doing it.
Mhm. So, going on vacation soon, baby. Did you
When
get
this is
habits
out,
in
I'm actually
place?
there, dude.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I'll be there
So,
right now.
how are you preparing for it? Or are you just gonna let yourself loose?
I'm kind of gonna let myself loose. There's a gym, so like I plan on going a few of the days. But
Yeah.
as far as training goes, I have like 6 days of training that I'm doing right now. So a few of them are like supplemental, like accessory days. So I'm just gonna
Mhm.
front load the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday before I leave, and knock out all my big ones. So everything else, if like I don't know what the gym looks like, I can't find pictures of it anywhere, but I know it's
Mhm.
there. So I don't know. I'll probably just. I'm assuming that there's not going to be like barbells and stuff, but they'll at least have dumbbells. So that's why I'm going to put everything else to the front of the week, and then that way I can just do whatever with dumbbells while I'm there.
Yep. There we go.
But if I get
Speaking of,
in 2 days, I'll be happy while I'm there.
yeah,
It's
go
Thursday's a
enjoy it,
wash.
man. That's like I was telling Matt, his back hurts because he was ego lifting when he was deadlifting the other day.
I was wondering
And
how he heard it. I was going to ask you about it.
yeah, my guess is that he put far too much weight on because as we've talked about before, Matt and I never deadlift, and quite frankly, I still kind of despise deadlifting, but I'm starting to find some joy in it. But the thing is like ours has to be gradual to build up to it, where Matt just like went to the build up and was like, I'm gonna do this for 8 reps or whatever he's doing. And so that's definitely how he heard it because we're still learning the form and
Do you know
all of
when
that.
he hurt himself? Like what the day was?
I do not.
I'm only curious because he texted me about deadlifting specifically on December 21st. Do you think that was before or after he hurt himself?
After 100% after.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because he was asking me about like what he asked me about form and like a few other things, and then he brought up like rep schemes, and I was like, honestly, bro, like you shouldn't be doing 8 for anything more than a warm up, anyways. I was like, I'm never deadlifting more than 5 times, and when I'm at my heaviest, I'm going like 3. I'm like, it's gonna
Yeah.
be counterproductive the way like he's gonna hurt himself, and that's what's gonna happen.
Well, the
So
thing
I'm just
is,
go
it's
ahead.
like in my eyes, it's like repetition for us because
Yeah.
again, we're not used to doing it. So do lighter weight with a few more reps And then as we have progressed and as we continue to build up to this bulk, then it'll go down to the like heavier, shorter reps in my eyes, because again, we don't need to start off heavy deadlifting because we don't know what the fuck we're doing. So my thought process is let's go a little bit, let's do a little more reps, lighter weight. So that way we can get the movement down and only do that for a few weeks or a month or whatever it is. And then go to the heavier, lower.
I told him I don't even think he needs to deadlift every week. Deadlift is like the only movement where like you don't need to do it to get better at it.
Yeah.
Like if you want a bigger bench, you got to bench more. If you want to squat more, you have to squat more. Like deadlift, there's other things. So I gave him those workouts. I'm like, honestly, I'll go to deadlifting once every 2 weeks and just do this other strengthening stuff in between. Yep. So hopefully it helps.
Yeah, I don't know. He listens well, but he executes kind of poorly. And we've talked about this because on the nutrition side, he is scared shitless that he'll gain the weight back, and he doesn't listen to me or you on what it takes to actually like lose weight and then also get your metabolism back on track. And then in terms of lifting, he let's just say hasn't got out of his high school ways. And I think we brought this up when they were all on, where he's got to be the strongest fucking person in the room. He's got to have the most weight on. Even if he's the only person in the room, he's trying to beat himself. And so to an extent, you know, that's good motivation, but also you don't need to do that every day.
Let me tell you, dude, I feel good. I think Daddy's getting a steak dinner because you guys are dropping like flies. You've been sick for a month straight. Matt threw his back out. Tone hasn't worked out in a week. I'm like, I feel good, dude. I might just coast it in.
Dog, it's unbelievable. Your boy still ain't right, but we're muscling through it. And as I was going to say earlier when you brought up the gym, speaking of gyms, I'm finally back, baby. Finally got a fucking membership.
I didn't realize it's been a year.
It's been a year that I've been working out in apartment gyms because, you know, the budget changed. You know, I was living in a nicer spot, still wanted to keep switching jobs, keeping the lifestyle I have. And so I was like, you know what, with this move and everything, I don't need to have a gym membership now. I can save myself 60, $70 and we'll be good. Well, we're good. And we're even better now because we got a membership.
Yeah.
And so it's a pretty dope gym. I mean, I think that we could build a gym out here and it would be extremely successful because there's not a lot of like good lifting gyms. And
me and Dami were literally talking about opening a gym yesterday.
Bro, looking out here, it's all class-based. Boxing, cycling, HIIT classes, all of that shit. There's the place I go to now, Hive Fitness. If anybody's listening to this in North Carolina, let's fucking go. And then the other one is the Dow something YMCA. So it's a
Y. It actually sounds super familiar.
Yeah, which that one's dope. It's got like a rooftop and they got some like I think squat racks and shit like that up there that Tone was telling me about. But this is like a gym that I'm going to. You got all of the necessary machines, not like fluff machines, but the ones that actually are beneficial. And then they have racks on racks. They got deadlift areas. So I'm fucking pumped. I was in there yesterday for the first time, going back today after I do some running around. But it's crazy how much having that space plays in. It's like getting your haircut. Like I'm sorry, but I love going to get my haircut.
So do I. That's actually what I miss the most is just going to get that fresh feeling.
Yep. Going to get my haircut, just sitting in the fucking barber chair, bullshitting, having that environment. And the gym is the same way. It's like a fucking holy ground for me. I go there.
I've started getting up early again and going like to the gym where I wanted to start filming content. Dude, I don't like the drive. I really don't. It's like it's only 25 minutes, but it's just annoying.
Yeah.
But when I'm there, I've went 3 times this week. From the time I got there to the time I left, there was no one else in the gym.
That's dope.
Yeah. So I was like, okay. And every time I leave, I'm like, this is why I fucking do this drive. Like, it's worth it. But then I still talk myself out of it 2 days a week.
Yep. Dude, I was talking myself out of getting a gym membership because I didn't want to drive 6 minutes down the road. And now I'm realizing like that ain't going to be a thing no more. Because
how far do you, Matt, and Tone live from each other?
So Matt is about 15 minutes this way. Tone's about 11 minutes that way.
Oh, that's not bad.
Tone's gym is like 12 minutes from him that way. So it'd be like a 25 minute drive for me. Yeah. because the place I go to now, honestly, it takes me 6 minutes to get there. It'd probably take Tone 10 minutes to get there.
You'll
But
convert him
his
eventually.
gym,
I have faith.
I really want to, so I'm going to try to. But his gym, I would like to go to because it's way cheaper than mine, I think.
Mm.
And so I don't know. I mean, you look at it and it's fucking worth it. What it does to you physically, mentally,
I mean,
and
my thing is
just
like, what else do you spend money on monthly? Like that should honestly be like the thing that if you're gonna pay
yeah,
extra for something, that should be it. The only thing I
yeah.
wish
And
is that
it
my
ain't
gym
like
had a sauna or something. That's what I miss. Does yours
that's
have
what I
it?
hate. No, but the
Yeah, it
Y
sucks.
had one, so that was literally one of the like almost one of the reasons where I picked the Y over this place I'm going now
Yeah.
because I was like, sauna would be nice. Low and Amanda's gym out in Buffalo had one, and I was sitting in there, and it was fucking amazing. I might
Like
buy one though.
I have two, dude. That's my neck. Like once we get a house, that's my thing. Is I'm getting a sauna.
I'm getting a
I've already
sauna
convinced myself, and a
and a
cold
cold
plunge.
plunge. Yeah, I'm gonna get one of them
Yeah.
like $5,000+ ones where it pumps the water through and keeps it cold and everything.
Hmm.
Because you think about it, if you get one of those cylinders, they're fucking dope, but they're really only useful in the cold months unless you want to spend $3 on one bag of ice. You'll probably need 5 bags of ice every couple
They have
days.
a. It's like a barrel too, where I want to say these ones are like 1,200, but then it has like a top that goes on the barrel, so it keeps the cold, like it seals in the cold. So like
Yeah,
once you fill it up once, it just holds that temp. Which I think you probably
yeah,
still have to run it through every so often. But I've
yeah.
considered getting one at this apartment and putting it like on my little balcony, but I'm
Dude, I
afraid
have a
that it would be too heavy.
I have a perfect balcony to put one on right now. Like our balcony is fucking huge.
Is your balcony concrete?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's wood, and I'm afraid that
Uh,
I don't know how sturdy it is. So if it's too heavy, I would hate to burst through this balcony
yeah.
and fall onto like all the AC units below me.
Yeah. No, those are definitely major keys when I get a house. I think this might be my last year in an apartment for real, bro.
Yeah, this is hopefully I'm only here for the next 6 months or so. We're looking at homes.
How are you? Rains?
Yeah. Huh?
Huh? Sorry.
No.
I twitched out there for a second.
No, not that at all.
No. No.
Homes.
Okay.
That's the priority.
Priority. All right, cool. Yeah, so we're not doing too great fit like health wise. My gut is
Oh, I
messed
was like,
up,
what do
but
you mean you're not doing too great?
no, going back to this gut health and gym thing, it's a game changer. I think too, one thing that we all need to realize is that with working from home in this environment that we're living in now, we're sleeping there, we're eating there, we're hanging out there, we're working out there essentially. I think most people are, and we're doing all of these things in the same environment that we're getting stir crazy, and we don't realize how it's affecting us. I'm going to say mentally. I didn't realize it until I went yesterday and actually got out of this environment and went to a separate spot and was able to just fully zone in, and focus on me for that time without anything familiar around me. And two, there was, I don't know, 40 plus people working out, doing the same thing as me, like
What time did you
lifting
go?
around. Went around 10:30, I think.
Damn, that's a lot of people for 10:30.
Yeah, well, they run classes, so they have classes
Oh,
as well
okay.
that they
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
And so the whole concept of this gym is that the owner and the other owner split partnership in this deal.
It's not
Um,
corporate, it's just like a local gym.
yeah, just a local gym. And so the one owner and his wife, he was doing really well in his job. He had an Orange Theory membership. He had some like Cycle Bar membership. He had a regular gym membership, and they were spending like $600 a month on different gym memberships because they liked the concept of all the different ones. And when he started evaluating it, he was like, "What the fuck am I spending all this money for?" And so him and his one buddy were talking, which that guy is the one that I met, and he's dope.
Yeah.
And they were just talking like, why don't we open a gym that has all of these concepts in it? It'll have the yoga, it'll have the spin, it'll have the HIIT classes, it'll have stretching, it'll have all this stuff. And so they opened that up and now they're running with it. And, it gets so packed that they'll cut off memberships. And so it's
That's how
pretty
mine is
popping.
too. It's small, but like they have a cap on memberships. Like once it reaches a number, that's it. Until
Mm-hmm.
people start to drop off, which is cool because then like I know it's never gonna be like overwhelmingly busy.
Yeah.
But they
And like
also
40,
only have 3 racks, so like it's not a lot. And one
mm,
deadlift platform, like it's very, very small.
yeah, this place is pretty big. It's got one massive room that has all the machines over here, and then this is where like the classes are. But when there's no classes, it opens up like 7 more racks that you could bench or squat.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really deadlift in that area. And then after the machines, there's all of the dumbbells that go up to like 140 pounds. And then there's a room behind that that has even more racks. And on this side, it's all leg machine and leg stuff. So 2 more racks for squat. Then there's another room behind that with ellipticals, treadmills, stairmasters. And then on the other side across the hall, they call it the dungeon. And that's where they got like deadlift mats. And it's just like fucking gritty back there. And you can open the door in the summertime, and there's a huge garage door. So I'm excited to get in there and get familiar with it, meet some people.
I have a room called the dungeon too, actually.
Really?
But it's like the posing room,
Mm,
which is kind of a weird name for what that would be.
yeah.
But it says
You
the
see,
dungeon right above it.
okay. Is that the one with Kobe?
Yeah.
Yeah. I seen
Yep.
it in his social media. You see Bradley Martin's gym coming along?
It opens in like 2 weeks. Well, a week from this.
Nah, he came out and said that it's not going to be
He
done
just
in
put it
time.
out. He put something out again. Said it'll be the 14th because he wanted it to be like the first.
Oh,
But now
I
he
just
put
saw
out another
another
one.
one.
Said the 14th. Yeah, yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, his that seems like it'll be dope. I'd like to go to that one day just to check it out.
He said if I haven't invited you, hit me up. I'll get you the invite. Hit him up, bro. He put in his story yesterday something about like if I
Oh,
haven't hit you up and you want to come to the grand opening, let me know.
yeah, he'll put me to the top of the list.
Yeah. Dude, you know how much it is for like a day pass there though? It's like over $50.
Really?
It's
What's
expensive.
Alpha Land?
I don't know.
Interesting.
It's got to be less though because that one's so big. Like you'd have to like, yeah, I don't know. It's got to be less though.
I don't
It
know
could
either.
be more than that though. I don't know. But I just know like Zoo is so small and like everyone who works out there is practically an influencer. So
Yeah.
it's like I guess I see why it's so expensive, but I don't think I'd pay it.
Mm-mm.
I'm trying to look up
I
Alpha
didn't know it was
Lands
that
and I actually
expensive.
typed in Aloha Land and it pulled up like all kinds of stuff.
That's where you're going in 4 days.
It actually like there's a website, alohaland.com.
Some of everything, man.
Yeah. I don't know. I would like to go to like all those gyms. Like I would like to like do a tour and like see like what the best gyms around are. Cause like those
Yeah.
are big names, but are they actually a good gym to work out in, or is it like overcrowded because of the appeal of it?
Yeah. I mean, you see those videos, and I'm like, I would never want to fucking work out there.
Oh, that's not bad. 25 for Alpha Line Day Pass.
Oh,
You get a 3 day pass for 65 or 5 for 100.
okay. The
So that's not
3 day
bad at all.
pass is almost as much as my month pass at my gym.
It's only $90 a month if you live in the area,
Hmm.
which ain't even bad.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Nope. We're just out here talking about gym memberships.
I know I do have something outside of gym memberships.
Oh yeah,
So
you got a new segment for us. Let's see what it is.
I don't know what the segment's going to be called. We're going to call it account. I don't know, something about accountability where
I thought you said
we
something. At first, I thought you were saying something about talent. I'm like, what is it, a fucking talent show?
no,
But okay,
we can run one
accountability.
though if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
But
No, I'm good.
accountability, we're gonna have a talent show. Also, you didn't fucking follow through and put your Thanksgiving song on the fucking podcast.
Dude, I know. I actually didn't put it anywhere, and I realized it like the week after thing because I was home, so I didn't think about it. But then
I
like
was
the
so
next week, I was
disappointed.
like, damn, bro, I didn't put the Thanksgiving song anywhere.
Yep,
I didn't even hear it this year. First
you
year, I
did.
have not heard it since I released it.
That's sad.
Yeah, maybe I'll put it out this week.
There you go.
Hey
Drop a
guys,
little
Happy New
heat
Year.
for them. But yeah, I don't know. This year is all about like fucking habits, and the words that I have outlined for this year come out in a newsletter sooner. They just came out. But accountability isn't one of them, but we're going to just call this accountability where we talk about the things we're doing. So for instance, the bulk, we're talking about that. We're following through with it. The Spartan race, we're going
Are
to do
you though?
that. Well, I'm trying. If I could stop throwing up. The Spartan race, we're going to be doing that. If anybody like listens religiously or not religiously, and you guys want to join the Spartan race with us, we're going to open it up to more people. I don't know if Dylan knows this, but I think it'll be great to bring
Yeah.
the community together for that. I know we talked about it, but executive decision. Let's fucking do it, Dylan. Let's have some people join us. And this will give us time where we can make it like a weekend thing
It's May
because it's
13th
here
for those
May
of you who
13th.
are interested. Yeah, May 13th.
Yeah, and we can make it a weekend thing where we have everyone come out here. get put up in a hotel or something like that. And
We could even get like if we have enough people. So like the
Airbnb.
sooner you guys let us know, the better. We get like a huge Airbnb
Yeah.
because I think we already kind of got a squad. I mean, we for sure have us four, and if Adam and
Yep.
Mike are really in, which I strongly believe they will be, we already got 6 people running it, and that's without
Jeremy
like if
said he
any of the
might be in
girls are
too.
running it. Oh,
Jer-
cool. I
Yeah.
was like, Jeremy, who? You talking about JR? Got you.
JR, baby. Oh yeah, we'll talk about his gym too after this. But so
Okay.
my thing is like, I don't want to read more in the sense of like, oh, I need to read another like book a month or something like that. But following up on either authors that I've read in the past and I like, or following up on books that I've like talked about wanting to read and reading those this year. So it's not going to be a huge focus for mine, but already started one because we don't wait for the fucking new year to start. I read this one by David Goggins 2 years ago. And there was a lot in this book I like, and I like that he talks forward instead of like sugarcoating things. Like there's a lot of things, and it kind of like reflects in one of the news articles that's going to be coming out of just like taking your life and like fucking owning it and running with it and stop making excuses because of those around you or whatever. So I got his new book for Christmas, never finished. So this is one that I'm going to be reading coming up. And I'm excited about it because, again, I don't believe all of the things he says, but I like the mentality of stop waiting for other people, stop making excuses, stop doing all of these things that are actually holding you back. Because if you truly fucking want something, or if you truly put your mind to it, you're going to accomplish it. And so that's what I like about his. So I'm interested to see what he talks about in this book
Before we
and
get
how
too
he
far
opens
off of
up.
that, the fact that you just said you don't agree with everything he says, but like you're reading the book, I think more people need to have this approach. I think that a lot of people won't read people because like, I don't like this one thing that someone said. Like, first of all, you shouldn't agree with everybody. Like, you're your own person. You should have your own opinions, your own thoughts. Like, you
Mm-hmm.
can take things into account and like let things change your mind because I think that you should be open minded to things. But just because like you don't agree with something that someone says doesn't mean like that they don't have something of value to give you. And he's a great example of that. Like, he's
Yep.
an intense dude. A lot of people love him and a lot of people hate him, which
Yep.
is probably how everyone should be. But like, there's still something in there for everybody to take away, whether you like him or not. So I've
Mm-hmm.
read the first one when I did 75 hard, but I would like to read that one too. I have
Yeah.
another
So,
one that once I finish it, I'm gonna bring it next month too, so you can read it because it's fucking good. This Discipline is Destiny
okay.
book, dude. It's one of the better books that I've read on the personal development side in a long
Hmm.
time. This dude is dope. His name's Ryan Holiday. I just got like his daily stoic and like the journal, so I'm starting that on the first because it's got a prompt for every day of the year.
Oh,
So
wow.
that's like one of
Okay.
the things I'm about to do is like dive into this journal and like hit all the prompts every single day.
Send me that in a link.
Okay.
I mean, that sounds dope. I like that.
I just got it for
Um,
Christmas too. I've been like
yeah,
telling myself that I'm gonna do it, and I never have. And I'm like, my dad kept asking me, "What do you want for Christmas?" I'm like, "Oh, here. I know that this is something that I'll actually use, so give me this."
yeah. That's what I was telling my mom and just like everybody for Christmas. It's like, what instead of materialistic things, what the fuck do you actually like want, or what
Yeah.
can you do? Some people I still got materialistic things, but I don't know, man. There's a lot of it's a proper word to use. Um, Stigma around this time of year of just like I feel like greed because it's easy to ask people for things and it's easy to like throw everything out the window and somebody's like, let me get you something. What can I get
Yeah.
you? It's like, oh, I want, and you just want. And it's like, what can we do to make more out of it? Or what can we, so like, for instance, one thing is, I got Lauren Morgan Wallen tickets for Christmas. And like, there was plenty of other things that like she gave me on the list that I could have got her that were materialistic things. But like, that's a memory that we can
Yeah.
create. And that's something we can do to like go and get away from the norm and like forget about things and so like that's one instant or like one thing that we can do that will improve not only us, but it's also something to like look forward to instead of getting
Have you
something
seen him
green in the
before?
closet. No, I haven't.
It's good, dude.
Is he? That's
Yeah,
what I've
that's
heard,
what
bro. I'm
that's what me and my
pumped.
brother went to last year. It's real good.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah, we're going. It's at the shoe in Columbus.
Hell yeah.
So
Oh, you're
I'm
going to
really
that one.
fucking yeah.
He was trying to go to that one too and couldn't get tickets. Him and his wife
Dude,
were gonna go.
we got him by the grace of God, man. I don't know how
Yeah.
we got him. And our tickets have literally quadrupled in price.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Did you know he was on The Voice?
I did hear that. Yeah.
I literally saw it on TikTok today. Seth Marbert, I said I never knew this. He said I knew he was on, but I didn't watch it. I was like, that's
Yeah.
crazy. I never knew that.
Yeah. I knew that, but I didn't ever look into it or watch him on there. Um, yeah, that's it on the books. Really excited. I'll give you this one when you or if I like it, I'll buy you one for when you come in February. So don't get it. Unless I hate it, then I'll give it to you.
All right.
Um,
Well, I mean, I was just gonna
but
bring this one so you could use it. So like, we could always do that too. Like, it's not like most likely I'm not gonna read it again. So like, if you want me just to borrow it, I'll still give it back to you.
yeah, I just like having all of it because like it's an accomplishment for me because I didn't start finishing books until like 3 years ago, probably. And so I like to see the little collection I have of the books I finished,
Dude,
where it would fill up an entire
I
library.
have one bookshelf in my living room that's just overflowing, and then I have three giant boxes that are in a storage closet because I
Jesus,
don't have anywhere to put them.
that's insane.
Yeah, it's a real problem, honestly. And then I also have this table for my laptop that's made out of 7 of the books I read this year.
We love that.
But yeah, yeah, I'm gonna be reading as well. I have fallen off of like that's why like this one I'm getting back into,
Hmm.
but I've been more like in the other lane, and I'm like, okay, I need to like at least pull that part of 75 hardback because like I told you earlier, I've considered doing it again, but I think it was actually unhealthy for me to a degree.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess I could do it. It was just the way I did it last time was kind
Hmm.
of like my outside work. I was always like a run. So it was like I was running fucking 7 days a week rather than just going for a walk, which is kind of like what we implemented more of. But to stay on this accountability thing about the bulk, dude, I kind of told you earlier, I'm ready to be done. Like I'm, I, my initial goal was to bulk all of 2023. And I don't know how I would ever do that, dude. Like I would be dying. I it's killing me that I have to limit my steps right now. Like
Yeah.
it was nice. Yeah, it was 60 degrees. I want to go for a run. I'm like, I can't. I'll have to eat more, and I can't do that. And it's like I don't even go for walks because if I do, I have to eat more food. So like I'm naturally getting like 4 or 5 thousand steps in between the gym and just being home or like going to the store. And it's like, oh, it's nice. I
Damn.
would love to go for a walk, and I can't. So like I'm just ready to be done, so I can get back into running, go for fucking walks, pull my food back, and feel okay about myself. Because right
Now that
now,
I'm looking at you,
ugh,
your fucking traps and shit are looking they're looking bigger, brother.
dude, I feel big. I've never felt this big in my life.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, you probably
in a
felt
good
bit.
way.
I was gonna say you probably
Like
felt bigger in a bad way.
I've never felt big in a good way like this before.
Yeah.
But I just hope I hold on to strength while I move into things. That's like gonna be my main focus this year is like a legit hybrid training because I always do it. But like
Hmm.
really focus on like holding strength while still getting my endurance back up. Because I'm gonna be struggle. I'm gonna be right there with all of you guys getting my endurance back for the Spartan race.
Yeah, this will be interesting. I hope that we all stick to it. I think a majority of us will, but there's some that I don't think will.
Oh,
Um,
let me fucking hear that again, dude. I will fucking dog somebody.
but
There's only one person that can potentially even be, dude. There's only one option for that.
insane shit.
Because I know it ain't me, I know it ain't you, and I know it's
It
not
ain't me.
Tone. You know what? He wants to come back on the podcast. Let's have him on and let's fucking grill his ass.
We should fucking yeah. But
He
yeah,
wants to
so
lose weight. That's a surefire way to do it. I'll call this motherfucker. I'm about to call myself, dude.
my
Uh,
phone's the camera, so I can't.
I'm not on here, but I'm about to. I'm texting the group as soon as we're off this call. I can't wait now.
Yeah, it'll be fun. No, this year is going to be cool. The community, which we're filtering out and plotting right now what this is actually going to be called, because we think, well,
I
we
have an
know
idea,
that.
by the way. Remind me when we get off here.
Okay,
It
we
hit me
know
once
that.
we got off earlier.
There we go. We know that like branding this and like actually creating, a separate like logo or design for it and everything is just going to solidify it more, give it the stamp of approval that it needs because as we've stressed so much, there's a lot of great things that are going to be in this, a lot of great things that we're going to add to it. And most importantly, a lot of things that we're going to learn on the way. But what's important is that as I keep stressing, Dylan and I for DTI cleared the plot of land last year. We didn't worry about building. We didn't worry about laying the foundation, nothing like that. We were just clearing the land, getting used to putting out content, getting used to connecting with people, talking with people, and getting used to being uncomfortable in different avenues. And so that's what we really needed to get our vision in line. We made a lot of mistakes last year. We did a lot of things that we could have done different, or we noticed a lot of things that we could have done differently. But what's important is we never stopped. Even if we might have fell off for a little bit, the other one was picking each other up. And so we grew a ton. And so now this year, the land's fucking cleared, and now we can start building the foundation. So that way, the years to follow, we can start building this fucking empire on it. And this community is that next step where it's going to solidify and concrete this into the ground and make something that has a long-term trajectory of growth. And not even in terms of like financially, but just like being able to help as many people as we want to help. And this is going to be all of it in a nutshell. And again, I don't think there will be a better use of time or money when it comes to joining this community, just because it's going to be tailored specifically to each person. So you're not sitting through, or you're not doing things that aren't actually correlating or resonating with the things that you want to accomplish in life, or the things that you've been putting on the back burner because you didn't know how to go after them. So be on the lookout for it. We're still got a January 16th, I think, launch date. Everything on the back end is going smooth. There's great communication right now with the like different phases that it's going through right now to make sure that it's all ironed out and ready for when we launch this. So stay with us, stay excited about it. But most importantly, don't fucking wait till the 16th. Like if you guys are interested in it, reach out to us and we'll start working on things right now that'll get us ready for when the community's open and alive.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Like, if you're interested, don't hit me up until Tuesday because I'm in Costa Rica. But hit up Freddie. But if you are interested, like, let us know. We can. This doesn't even have to be like I'm 100% in. It's like if you're on the fence, let us know. We'll talk to you about it. We'll see like what your goals are, how we can help, and like really explain to you what this is going to look like. Because we can only do so much like this way. Like when we can hear what you're looking to accomplish, we can talk a lot more specific to you and see if it's going to be a good fit for you. Because I honestly believe it's a good fit for everybody. Like for what the program is and financially. Like I don't think you're going to find this anywhere else for a cheaper price point. So hit us up. Me on Tuesday.
Because there'll be a bunch of different segments within it that we can focus on. So whatever those segments are, and if two of them don't align with you, then guess what? You don't have to fucking deal with the two. And that's why it's great, because we're not going to be wasting energy or time on anything that doesn't align with what each person wants. So don't need to talk about it anymore. But what I was saying is that this year is really going to just like concrete this whole concept and this whole idea of what this fucking brand is that we're building means to us, and actually like show it forward by letting others come in and be a part of it, because it's all of us. It's not just Dylan and I. So really excited about that. Really excited to get all of our hands on it and just fucking tackle this year through all the adversity and whatever we go through in life.
Yes, sir. First podcast of 2023 in the books. It's fucking weird to think that we've been in business for a year, dude.
Been in business for a year, baby. Yeah, we done messed up some things. We done things really well, but
for what we actually did, though, I'm happy with the growth and the support that we've gotten. Because in reality, we haven't done shit.
Yeah,
like in my head, like we haven't done shit yet. Like,
but it's all coming, baby.
Yeah,
that's the thing. We ain't trying to build this train before it's too far ahead of us. I mean, we're learning as we're going, and we're being transparent about everything. And we had a hiccup with the fucking hoodie order, but guess what? We made it right because of UPS or USPS. Sorry.
And they should all be out there now. By the time this comes out, you should all have them.
Yes.
And if you don't, go fucking buy one because there's still a few available.
That there is. So
and you might get it faster.
You might definitely get it faster. But you know the deal. Your mama loves us. So should you. This is the DTI podcast, baby.
Peace.